Hi everybody, hope we're having a good weekend so far and you're all doing fine as usual. Today is Saturday the 25th of January 2014 and we are back with Arrow Character Spotlight, and this week we are talking about Sara Lance. Yep, that's right, aka Black Canary, aka Laurel Lance's long lost sister and Quentin Lance's long lost daughter, also the daughter of Dinah Lance as well, and Oliver Queen's one-time ex-girlfriend. Okay, this is interesting. So, what do we know so far so much about, well, what do we know about Sara Lance? Well, we thought she was actually dead in season 1. We all remember her on the Queen's Gambit with Oliver. When that went down, we saw her get taken from the boat as well. So we thought, oh, Sarah's gone. She's dead. Even when Oliver returned from the island, there was no mention. He never said anything to anybody, to Diggle, to Felicity, to his mum, to Thea, even to Quentin and Laurel, that he knew that Sara was alive, because we find that out in season 2. I'll get to that in a moment. So throughout season 1, we were believed that Sara was dead. There was even a point in season 1 when Dinah Lance arrived and told Quentin and Laurel that apparently Sara was seen somewhere in China, and Laurel decided to dig deeper about it and found that the found that the girl in the picture was not Sara Lance, was actually someone else. So that pretty much destroyed all hope for the Lances altogether. Then in season 2, well, this is where it all happened. Things got changed. They changed the actress playing Sara Lance. So now Sara Lance is played by Katie Lotz. She first arrived on the scene as Black Canary, which was very interesting. Then we found that Sara was in fact brought to shore. Well, she drifted ashore, was rescued by Professor Anthony Ivo on the ship at Amazo. He's been doing bad experiments on people, we know about that. So Sara eventually got in league with the League of Assassins, aka Ra's al Ghul and his members. So she knows about the League. She actually did eventually kill a couple of members of the League themselves when she was chased after and threatened, and her family were threatened. Given the fact that she actually exposed herself to Quentin could not believe it. So he felt a bit of a shock to the system when Sara turned up. Tommy, what the hell are you doing? Okay, right, well, just, yeah, there you go, right. Oh, for fuck's sake, cats. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, so yeah, Quentin got a shock to the system when Sara returned, but he couldn't tell Laurel. At the same time, when he found that Sara was in league with the Hood, well, I wouldn't say he knew that. Tommy! Christ! Anyway, apologies. Bad kitty. I wouldn't say that that he I can't remember if he knows that Sara and the Arrow are in league, but it got to the point of where he wanted to tell Laurel, but he just couldn't. So whether or not he'll still tell Laurel, whether or not Sara herself will tell Laurel, we don't know. But the theory that I have about Sara is this. This is what's interesting, right? Because we know now she's there in season 2. We're seeing a lot of her on the island as well, because even when Oliver first found her, met her again on the island, well, on the ship Amazo, he couldn't quite believe it either. The fact that he kept that secret for a long time, and when he came back to Starling City is even more intriguing. But for me, here's my theory about Sara and what I think is going to happen towards the end of season 2. Now, we know that Laurel's going to go downhill. Her life at the moment is in dire straits. She's lost her job at the law firm. She got accused of taking drugs, and she was an addict. So her life is going to go downhill, and she will eventually pick herself back up. But I think Sarah's going to have a hand in that as well. At which point, where I think that at the end of season 2, we'll probably see the end of Sara. I think Sara is going to die in season 2. That's how I feel. And somewhere in season 3 is when Laurel, if they get a season 3, Laurel will then take up the mantle of Black Canary as well. You know, as a respect to her sister, as a tribute as such. You know, so it'll be interesting to see if that goes down that route, because with her time with the League of Assassins, obviously her not telling Laurel, she's told her dad hasn't told Laurel as well. All of this is going to eventually come to light somehow. Yeah, that's how I feel what's going to happen to Sara anyway. So yeah. And as we learned this week, she did tell Oliver a secret about herself and Laurel as well, like when they were younger, before the whole Queen's Gambit incident and such as well. So it'll be interesting. That's what I'm going to say. It'll be very interesting to see where Sarah's destiny is going to lie, and whether or not she's going to do something for Laurel to bring her back up to where she should be. You know, pick up the pieces for Laurel, and make her see the light of the situation that she's going through. Who knows? But I still have that feeling that Sara is going to meet her demise by the end of season 2, and I think even Deathstroke might have something to do with it as well as the League of Assassins. But who knows? We'll see. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon for another edition of Arrow Character Spotlight. Thanks. Bye.